Ahmad McCown is a passionate and laid-back musician who's on a journey to create lasting memories through his love for music. And he's on the line with us here just now. How are you today?
I am wonderful. Thank you for having me. How about yourself?
Excellent, thank you. So, if we go right back to the start, was there a particular moment that initially inspired you to pursue a career in music?
Actually, yes. It goes all the way back to when I was in high school. I come from a musical
Mm.
family, but when I decided to perform at my high school talent show and I saw the reaction that I got from the audience, that's when I knew I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
think this is something that I want to pursue. So that was my eureka moment.
yeah, absolutely. And you've had various musical influences like Michael Jackson and Boyz II Men. So how have these legends shaped your sound and style as an artist?
For me, what it all boils down to is not just their vocal style, but I really listen to lyrical content and the subject matter on what they're singing about.
Yeah,
And I believe that if you can just have that special lyric or that special sound that will make people remember you forever, then I've done the right thing. So
yeah.
for me, it's more so lyrical content and storytelling is what I really, really pay attention to.
And what would you say is your special sound and content that does make you stand out?
That's a great question. For me, I'm the type of person who believes in inspiring others. So a lot of my content is about inspiration and motivation for you to achieve whatever goal that you have set. And as far as my sound goes, I've always said that it's R&B mixed a little bit of hip hop and pop and a touch of jazz. But interesting that a great writer, shout out to Dave Franklin, he labeled it as positive pop, which I think is the perfect name for it.
Yeah. And you've recently started your musical journey. So, how would you describe your music to somebody who hasn't had the pleasure of listening to it yet?
I would say that if you're looking to get inspired or if you're looking to get uplifted or if you're feeling as if that you're not able to achieve anything, you would definitely want to listen to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about your own unique sound. How did you go about discovering that and refining your musical identity?
Well, I've always known to be a positive person. So for me, as far as
Yeah,
the music goes, I've always been a keyboard player. So for me, it starts with a piano. If you listen to any of my music, it starts with a piano. That's kind of where it begins. And then what I pretty much do is I sit with my producer and engineer. Shout out to Kevin James from Catchy Noise Productions. And we pretty much just vibe off of each other. I
yeah,
think of a sound that's in my head. So does he. And then what we do is we go through various types of sounds and then we pick and then everything just flows together.
yeah. And what are your thoughts on the current state of the music industry?
I would have to say sometimes I feel as if people are like making music not because they love it.
Yeah.
They are making music because they just think it's easy and fun,
Mm.
you know? And I also feel when it comes to putting out music, we unfortunately live in a society where people have short attention spans and little to no patience. And
Yeah.
we all want that instant gratification. We're all guilty of this. I'm guilty of this. You're guilty of this as well, where we want something to happen right away.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've also learned that although that you feel as if you're not going anywhere, you have to understand that if you're different, if you're standing out, it's going to take you a little longer for people to catch on.
Mm.
So for me, it's not just about making music. It's not about the music. It's about making memories.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like an average song is what, 2 minutes, if that. But how long does a memory last? Forever.
Yeah, true. And you say that some people make music because it's easy and fun. Is it easy? Because I think a lot of people would maybe not know where to start when it comes to creating it. Does it depend on the person?
It does. When it comes to creating, there's no right or wrong way. When I
Yeah.
say easy, I mean sometimes it all depends on the topic. I believe that all songs are based around three topics. It's either love, life, or death. So it
Yeah.
all depends on what you want to talk about. For me, the way I start things is if there's a topic on my mind, I just write about it. I just write how I'm feeling. I don't think about rhymes or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I go into words that help describe what I'm feeling. So if I'm feeling sad, I look up other words that mean sad. If I'm angry, I look up words that mean angry. And then
Yeah.
I go to the keyboard or piano and play.
Yeah. I suppose you can get inspiration from all kinds of states because if something terrible's just happened to you in your life, it might be terrible, but you think, maybe I've got a song in there.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
For
how do
me, it's
you kind of keep going when you do feel like that, or you maybe feel like you're not getting much out of music?
Right. For me, what keeps me going is understanding what your purpose is in life, what your why is. And
Yeah.
for me, my purpose is to make a difference. And in order for me to be different, I have to do something that not everyone else is doing. I say this to myself every day. I say, I was born different to make a difference. If you stand out from everyone else, that makes you the most valuable.
Yeah.
And I'm at that point to where my personality is now aligned with my purpose. It was Oprah Winfrey who said this. I said this in a previous interview. Oprah Winfrey said, when you align your personality with your purpose, no one can touch you.
Yeah, absolutely. And what kind of other well, do you have any kind of obstacles or creative blocks that you have to overcome a lot as well?
Not really. Because
Mm.
like I said, if you continue to get your feelings out, get your thoughts out, write them down, try to figure out a way to get out what you're feeling, there's no problem. There's no issue. So I would have to
Yeah.
say no.
And outside of music, do you have any particular hobbies that you enjoy in your free time?
Well, yes, I'm a big deal with personal development. That's something that I
Uh,
take very seriously. So I love to read. I read a lot of self-help books. I'm very spiritual based, so I listen to a lot of sermons and anything that keeps me going. So basically, I really focus on my personal growth.
yeah. And do you think that the personal growth and development kind of fits in with the music as well?
Yes, without a doubt. Because what I've learned from personal growth is the importance of investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have others out there who dedicate their time with, their jobs, and they know they have their outside passions, but they're choosing their 9 to 5 over their passion. I always say your 9 to 5
Yeah.
is what pays your bills, but your 6 to 10 is what builds your empire.
Mm.
So the best investment that you can make is in yourself. It pays your best
Yeah.
interest.
That's true. And you've been involved in church choirs and worship teams as well. So how has your faith influenced your approach to music? Both in terms of the content that you make and the way that you engage with your audience.
Well, for me, church has definitely helped a lot. I've learned from church that, God gave you this gift.
Yeah.
He gave us all a gift. So if you listen to my lyrics, I always mention I make a spiritual reference, if you may. Like, I'll either mention faith, or I'll mention God, or I'll mention spirit. So what I've gotten from the church choir and from the worship teams has definitely helped me when it comes to not just my stage presence, but also my lyrical content. So I've always
Yeah.
remembered God gave me this gift. So it's only right that I obey him by sharing it with others and to help inspire others.
Yeah, absolutely. And what are your goals for the future for music and personally as well, I suppose?
Okay. Well, for me, my main thing is to continue inspiring others. As far as
Yeah.
music goes, right now I'm just promoting what I currently have. What I definitely like to do is at some point transition into writing for other people too, because there are a lot of great
Yeah.
talented people out there, and they want to get their thoughts out, but they just don't know how to do it, or they may not know where to begin. And I want to
Yeah.
be that person to help them do that.
Absolutely. And in the more short term, what projects or anything musical can we expect in the not too distant future?
Okay. Well, I don't plan on recording anything new until maybe sometime next year.
Hmm.
Pretty much I've been spending this whole year writing. This is the year where I've written so much.
Wow.
So yeah. So hopefully sometime in the upcoming year. Don't know when exactly, but let's just say that I hope that it's going to be something that people will enjoy, and I'm looking to be a very up tempo type of vibe that to continue to spread that positive pop and to
Yeah.
help make make the world a little bit better.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, where are we able to find all the music that you've already released so far?
Yes, there's a website. It's called songwit.com/Ahmad McCown, where you can find all my music on multiple platforms.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for talking to us today. It's been great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me. Greatly appreciate you.